Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Slot man moves right. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Faking the give. Now Watson. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Watson off play action. Now he's forced out left. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tony Pollard, His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Slot man moves right. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 173 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. In motion, Hill. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught by Watkins for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. 21-0 our score after 1. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this returnable for Hill. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Allen off the play fake. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it,
I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cards are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Watson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Watson now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On first down, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to complete this to Shenault. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders just continue to roll. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights and just...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 67 yards. Now here's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
85 yards on the ground for him so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a first down. Running is Jacobs. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Watson rolling to his left. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So